What is going on, everybody? It's another episode here on the Casa channel. I hope you all are having a great day. I absolutely am. It's Sunday, which is typically a family day, but here I am, not with my family. They're nowhere. I'm here alone at the house today. I'm actually working on the office, aka the basement. The basement is also our office. It is going to be pretty much 80-85% designated to our office, and you can probably see, yeah, there's a lot going on. Those are all seeds, but they're not all the seeds. They're all seeds, but not all of the seeds. They're only about half the seeds that we have for the Gardener seed store. And I really want to just hold up for a second and thank all of you for your amazing, amazing support of not only this channel, but the Gardener channel and the Gardener store. I know a lot of people that don't even shop there, but they tell their friends when they have them, hey, I know somebody who has a seed store, go check him out and see. That to me means the world, and I cannot stress that enough. So, what we're doing today is we are putting together some shelves. We got, I got, again, because I'm alone. Again. Cindy is at home with Geneva, and they're, I say home, I mean my parents' home, because that's kind of our temporary headquarters for now, because this place is not finished yet. We're working on the flooring, we're working on getting the hardwood flooring in, and that's going along kind of well. I'll fill you in a second on that. So you might be asking yourself, Luke, why are you not moving in yet? And it's because it's just, we don't want to move in with projects. I've seen so many people that ask me why I'm just not moving in and finishing the projects later. And we could, it's just we choose not to have to live out of boxes for 4 or 5 weeks. And that's honestly how long it's been taking, because there's no way I can get here all day, plus run the store all day, plus upload videos all day, answer comments all day, and still spend time with my family at least for a portion of the day. I would need 4 or 5 of myself to do what I do, and I already don't know how I do it as it is. So the fact of the matter is, my parents were so generous, and they watch this channel. So Mom, Dad, thank you so much for letting us stay at your place for this long, and I'm sure they're going to be glad when we're gone, just like we're going to be glad when we're gone, because we all get along. We're very close-knit family. It's just, I'm an adult, I have a kid and a wife, and it's kind of not ideal. So this is the flooring. It's obviously dark in here because there aren't any lights on yet, but let's go make that happen. So the flooring we chose is actually considered a manufactured wood. It's not real hardwood, and I hate to say it, but it was really the only thing we could afford. As you know, we're on a budget. And so for a lot of people, this is going to be your next best option. It was for us. And it looks great. It actually has a real nice hand-hewn texture, or they also call it hand-scraped. And it's kind of got this very nice rustic texture. And I love rustic. I absolutely love rustic. And my idea for this house is modern meets rustic. So I really want to kind of tie that in because it's a ranch house. So ranches are by nature kind of rustic. And so I want it to be, it's called the modern ranch. So you want it to be modern meets rustic. And I feel like this really embodies our image for this house. Now, I will say that this is so much cheaper than a cherry. Cherry hardwood is expensive. This ran us about $3.10. Cindy will correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's like $3.10 a foot for this, or a square foot. Yeah, I think that's what we did. Yeah, it was $3.10 per square foot, and that's what it was. And so in comparison to a cherry, where the whole thing is hardwood, would be about $10, between $9 and $10 a square foot. This is the shelves that I'm building. They're really, really easy. Now the shelves do not require any tools. They're actually a tool-free shelf that will hold up to 1,000 pounds. It's pretty amazing, and I actually really love the quality, even though they came from Walmart. Now, I do not get paid for any of these endorsements. If I endorse a product, it's because I really love them. And I was blown away. Because we're on a budget, I hate to say it, but kind of got to cut corners where possible. And I really don't like cutting corners because quality to me means a lot. But when it comes to shelving, it's like, does it hold a product or doesn't? And these hold 1,000 pounds. We definitely don't have 1,000 pounds of seed on each shelf. And so I went with these, and it was just kind of a thought in the back of my head that it was tool free. I mean, I'm kind of used to using tools. I know how to use them. And so it wasn't that big of a deal that I didn't have to use tools. I was like, oh, it's cool. It was more price than anything. Get them home. Wow. Very cool. Edsel, great job. Now you might be wondering, how much did these cost you, Luke? Well, they didn't cost as much as you probably think. These cost me about 50 bucks a piece. So in my opinion, can't get much better than that. So my overall review of the Edsel rack, A+. I absolutely love it. I put it together in 13 minutes and 42 seconds with just my hands. I had standing by a hammer, which you probably saw. That hammer was just in case it had a hard time going in, because a couple of them had a little more difficult time going into the lock than maybe they should. So a little tap from a hammer and it works just fine. But all in all, this one went together tool-free with my hands in under 14 minutes, and that's awesome. So it is the next day from where we were last, because we decided that after I built the shelves that it was already getting late, too late in the day to really get into a project. So we just said, you know what, let's just go home and relax. And relax we did. So it was fun. And today we are laying some flooring. And laying the flooring is difficult. I won't say it's easy. I usually say a lot is easy on both the Emma Gardner channel and this channel. This is not the case. It is extremely difficult. So we are progressing, but slowly. One of the biggest problems we had was the corner molding over here, the floor molding. The floor molding was bowing down, and basically the bottom, the floorboards, they were bowing up. So you had a case in which they were completely flush together, and when you tried to push the boards under just a little bit, they would hit, and it would create a lot of wiggling around, and so it carried out through like 3 or 4 different pieces until we finally said, okay, let's take it back to the first board. We did that about, what, Dad, 3 or 4 times?
3 or 4 times.
And then we were able to draw a string and pull it tight to check the line. We are at a perfect line, and now we're just battling over here, which is the next hardest part, which once this is done, it's going to be done. We found out it's not a 36, not a 35, but a 34 degree line, precisely, 34 degrees. And how we found that out was, so we started with a 90 degree, and this piece of bullnose molding was not there, and we found the line that we needed, and what we did was we lined it up flush to that point, then pivot it down, and there we go. And there's your 34 degrees exactly. Update, so we are making progress. It is slow progress, but it is progress. And it's looking nice. I'm very, very pleased with it. The one thing I'll say is that there have been only maybe 2, 3 hiccups where we hit a nail that was in the flooring underneath. And that definitely slowed us down a bit because they need to pull up all the board and tear out the nail and cut a new piece. So
the nail goes in, it hits the nail head and then curls up. It comes right back through the finished floor.
Yeah, it's like adding insult to injury at that point. If the nail went through the board and went somewhere else, it'd be totally fine. We'd never even know any different. But it actually does a 180. I don't know how it does it or why it does it, but it comes through the finishing of the wood and completely blows out a giant chunk of it. So it looks horrible. So we're going to try our best not to make any more mistakes, because those are honestly the things that are slowing us down the most. We're making really great progress, and it's one of those things that's fun to do with your parent, because it's kind of it's a nice bonding experience. And when it's all said and done, it's kind of like, we did this, and I can say so far we've gotten this far. So you know, it's fun. It's really fun, and it's weird to say that I'm enjoying it, because I'm not enjoying any of it, but because I'm with my dad and it's kind of fun and I'm seeing progress, I am enjoying it. So it's a love-hate thing, I guess is what you could say. And yeah, so let's do another bunch of flooring, and I'll come back for another update. Probably will be the last one for the day, because it's getting late and I'm getting tired. My legs hurt. So we're about halfway done with this room. We have 2 more rooms to go, and halfway is a good spot to stop. So we'll catch y'all tomorrow. See ya. Bye.